They came out in the third quarter, regained the lead. What did you see in their adjustments, and what did you guys do to regain it to close out the game?
Yeah, just the energy to start, so, our defense wasn't very good, and we were playing, slowly, but I think when you're not getting stops, that tends to lead to that. So we know there's going to be shifts in games, and we got to make sure that we can get through that. So we responded, we got hit hard, and picked ourselves up and came back.
Tom, I know you tell RJ all the time, go all the way to the rim. He was definitely doing that tonight. What did you see from his decision-making process once he got going downhill?
Yeah, super aggressive, downhill, getting to the line. But those attacks, I thought, attacking the double teams, getting to the backside, put them in some closeouts, long closeouts, and I thought he read the closeouts well. So the game will tell you what to do. And defensively, I think we started the third quarter poorly, but we got better as it went along.
Tom, what about your defensive intensity, the way that you worked the boards? You dominated the backboards in this game, both offensively and defensively.
The rebounding has been huge, and I think that it's critical for us, and it's been one of our strengths all year long, and we have to continue to do that. And I think that's a big part of winning, but keeping our turnovers down, we got to do better with that. But the defense, the rebounding, low turnovers, it's huge.
Tom, fourth quarter, you went with that unit basically that took over there, just kind of riding the hot hand.
Yeah, like we were searching, and we knew this game was going to be a challenge just because of the quick turnaround. So the late game on Friday, turnaround, early start today, and find a way to win. And then that group got going, and so at some point you're making your decision probably around the 5-minute mark, 6-minute mark, and we rode that out. And so those guys built the lead, and and obviously, you're gonna, whatever you think gives your team the best chance to win, that's what you're gonna do. And that being said, you got a number of guys that are sacrificing and putting the team first. So I think that's critical.
Now, given his status, you have to talk to this.
Yeah, look, Julius is our horse, and he's given us everything that he has. A lot of guys probably wouldn't even be playing. So I knew that with the quick turnaround, probably impact him more than most players. He was out an extended amount of time. So we got multiple days here before the next game. He'll get a chance to get some recovery time, but I think that's a big part of it. So, but the thing I love about him is he gives you everything he has. So he's done that to come back the way he did, to be ready for game one. Credit to him, and we need him. He's our horse. We know that.
Tom, the center rotation today, you have two guys now, Mitch, and then Isaiah's really emerged this second half of the season, just at least on the stat sheet, as someone who can bring that level of playoff rim protection. What did you see from the center rotation today?
Yeah, very, very pleased. And in tandem, they've been terrific. And the second half of the season on, and Mitch is the anchor of the defense. Isaiah gives us the rim protection, and he's different offensively, so there's different components to it. And I think our bench has really good chemistry. They play off each other really well, and oftentimes there's a starter, or in some cases two, that are out there with them. But I thought Deuce gave us really good minutes, even though they were short. It was critical to start the second quarter. And then I thought Obi was terrific, so it gave us in energy, but he also gave us rebounding. So, and then, what can you say about Josh Hart? Again, it's just one tough play after the next, a big shot, big offensive rebounds, great defense. The guy's, he's just a winner. And then, of course, the game that RJ had, and then you look at what Jalen did. We had a number of guys step up, and that's what you need in the playoffs.
Tom, I know there's work to do still, but there just hasn't been a lot of playoff wins really in 20 years or so. Just what do you think it meant to get to experience that for a couple of days around here?
I think the atmosphere, I always felt that, I've been to, with a lot of teams and been in a lot of arenas, and there's nothing like the Garden. I think everyone knows that, the energy that comes with the building, what it means, all that stuff. So I thought our fans brought great energy, and that's helpful. But we have the best fans, and it's the best arena to play in. So there's nothing like a big game in the Garden.
Tom, when you were talking about Julius, you said most players probably wouldn't be playing right now. What is his injury? Is it the ankle?
Yeah, just, and the thing is, he had to work around the clock to get back. And that's what I love about Julius. And, he gives you everything he has. So 77 games, he sprains his ankle, and then, he works like crazy to get back, knowing how important, he is to the team. But to get back, to get ready to play, he was, he pushed, and our medical people did a great job, but that's all, him. And he was working around the clock on that, and he still is. That's the challenge that we have, and that's what I respect about him. And then we just got to get ready for our next game.
Coach, both teams were defending in a similar fashion, trying to get the ball out of the guards' hands. Why do you think you guys were more successful in dealing with that than they were? Part of it is the shot-making component. And, I think the great players, they know they're getting double-teamed. From our team, their team, that's part of it. And then everyone being connected together, everyone has to get to the right spots, and then you got to make the right play and trust the game. Trust your reads, and don't fight it. Get off it, then move it to the backside and make plays from there. And that's what winning basketball is. And so, and that's the challenge with them. And with Mitchell, you could double team him, he can still make, but he makes plays. He does a lot of different things. Garland is a big shot maker. Their bigs they play off each other really well, and then LeVert is an X factor, and Okoro, and that's a heck of a team. You look at their net rating, it tells you they're good.
Tom, are you at all surprised at just how much of a positive impact when you look at when Josh came here until now? I mean, it feels like he took you guys to a different level.
Well, I go back, like I told you, I look at it in segments. I think the segment where, Obi went out and Jericho stepped in, we went 10-5. And then there was another real good stretch from December 4th on. And then getting him, that was the final part of it. He fit into the group perfectly. So I think it was a continuation, because Josh has been huge for us, but I also don't want to take away from the improvement of all the guys from the start of the season to the end. So for it to work, everyone has to be together. Everyone's got to be willing to sacrifice and put the team first. And that's what this team has done.
All right,
Yep, thanks.